Hey everyone, what is going on? So we are going up against my friend FunkyTurtle in the Cliffhanger Cup. His team is going to be Bastiodon, Muck, Clefable, Venusaur, Sableye, and Poliwrath. And my team will be Charizard, Lantern, Wishcash, Defense Deoxys, Meganium, and Lucario. Now, I'm not super satisfied with this team. It was just something I threw together just because I wanted to test out some of these Pokemon more thoroughly, like Lucario and Deoxys. And I also wanted to use Wishcash. But, so we're just battling for fun, seeing how some of these Pokemon can do. Right now, we do have the Deoxys out to get off the Psycho Boost. He does go ahead and block that. And so we do take both of his shields, which is definitely good for us. And then he switches into Sableye to knock out my Deoxys. I do bring in my Lantern. We're going to be able to take this foul play damage. Not going to be enough to knock us out. Trying to get to the Thunderbolt before he's able to get to another foul play, but unfortunately he gets to one before we're able to. So I do go ahead and use the shield just so we can get off this Thunderbolt so we are not knocked out. And we do fire off that Thunderbolt, which will knock out Sableye. So, pretty decent position. I mean, we are up a shield, but the Lantern is very low as well. He does bring in his Venusaur, so I'm going to switch into my Charizard. And I do decide to go ahead and shield this. I probably shouldn't have. I mean, I kind of thought it was Frenzy Plant, but I wasn't really counting. I guess that's my fault, so I probably shouldn't have, but that's okay. We do lag a little bit. I don't know if it's difficult to tell, or at least I do. I probably should have clicked on the Dragon Claw, so a couple of mistakes on my end in this battle. He does get off his charge move, which will be Thunder Punch, which actually doesn't knock us out. I was trying to get the Blast Burn. If I clicked on Dragon Claw, would I have won that? I don't know. I don't know if Dragon Claw would have knocked out. I don't think so. But then maybe we did get a couple Water Guns off, so maybe we could have won this one. I don't know. I feel like I messed up a few times, but that's okay. As I said, we're just having a good time, just practicing. Do get a Sinnoh Stone, but I don't need any more Sinnoh Stones. But either way, good game. So we're going to jump into another game beginning with Lucario. He does begin with his shiny Venusaur. So I decide to stay in, and you could just tell how high Lucario's attack stat is, because look how much counter is doing to something that resisted like Venusaur. So, I mean, we're still doing quite a bit of damage. I do fire off a power-up punch, and yeah, just to boost my attack, doing a decent amount of damage. I mean, look, he's already very low. We actually get off another power-up punch. So he is currently up a shield, but I'm hoping to take his one of his shields, and we do take one of his shields. I'm going to go ahead and invest in my Lucario and fire off my other shield. So now we are down both shields, but that is okay because we're able to knock out Venusaur. So Lucario beating Venusaur. Of course, we did have to invest both those shields, but I felt like it was worth it. We get off a power-up punch against that Muck. Now, of course, it's not going to do much, but that's okay. And then we continue to charge up, actually getting off another power-up punch before he's able to get off his charge move. So it's definitely good for us, probably because we resist those poison jabs. But he does fire off his charge move, which will be Thunder Punch, and that will knock out Lucario. But Lucario took both of his shields and allowed us to get switch priority, so really good for us. I decided to just feint him down with Wishcash because I knew this was a Thunder Punch, and I knew that we could easily take it because we're part ground type. So we do feint him down, and now we have Mud Bomb as well as Blizzard ready to go. I wait to see what comes in, and I decide to fire off a Blizzard against that Sableye, which will do a lot of damage to it. And then we actually get off a Mud Bomb. So Blizzard and Mud Bomb. I accidentally brought up like the screen, but that's okay. We do knock out that Sableye, and we do go ahead and take this game. So very good game, very good game. So we win that one. I'm really liking Lucario in general, just because, I mean, in a sense, it does lose to other fighting types that have counter because it is weak to it, right? But at the same time, it's also doing a lot of damage because it does have a very high attack stat. Lucario is insanely strong, so it will take shields because it's a squishy Pokemon, but it's just such a good Pokemon in my opinion, and I really enjoy using it. Gets to those power-up punches fast. And most people are not going to be blocking power-up punch because they generally don't want to, because it isn't the strongest move, but Lucario makes it strong. That's how powerful Lucario is. So he is up 2 shields, so that's a little bit unfortunate, I guess. We do have switch priority though, so he brings in his Venusaur, and I do go for that power-up punch, which will catch his shield, and then we're just going to go to town, get to another power-up punch against that Venusaur, and we're going to see if we can take his last shield, as we do. So Lucario definitely doing what he was meant to do, and we'll let Lucario go down. Not that we have a choice at that point, but you know, I actually tried switching early into Deoxys, but then the switch wouldn't go through, and then I just kept Lucario just because I wanted to see how long it could last, basically. But we get hit by a Sludge Bomb, but Defense Deoxys can take it. He actually switches into Sableye to catch my Psycho Boost, so that was a nice switch on his end. I'm going to follow that up with a switch to my Meganium, so I'm just charging up for Frenzy Plant. We actually do get off the Frenzy Plant before he got off Foul Play. I didn't think that would happen, but it does happen, and we're able to knock him out. He brings in his Venusaur, so that's definitely easy pickings for us. We're going to fire off Frenzy Plant against his Venusaur. It will not knock it out, and he actually does get off a charge move. What move does he go for? I don't remember. He does go for that Sludge Bomb, so that actually does knock us out. So when I said it was easy pickings for us, he actually does knock us out, but we bring in Defense Deoxys, and we do go ahead and win that one. So really good game. So we're going to jump into another one, of course. This time I do lead with my Meganium, and he leads with his Venusaur, so I do have to watch out because he does have Sludge Bomb on that Venusaur, so that's definitely not good for us, but at the same time we do have Earthquake. He goes for his charge move. I decide to allow it to go through, hoping that it would be a bluff, as it is, so we could take that. Still does a good amount of damage to us, but we could take it. I do charge up a little bit extra and fire off an Earthquake. Hoping he would not block that, but he actually does go ahead and block, so nice shield on his end. I was hoping because I didn't block that he wouldn't, but I do go ahead and block this Frenzy Plant. That still would have done a lot of damage to us, and then we fire off an Earthquake to try and knock out the Venusaur, or maybe not knock it out, but do a lot. Yeah, it didn't knock it out, but it came close. And he will get off a move against us, and I'm going to let that go through. It is Frenzy Plant, so that will definitely knock us out. And now I decide to bring in Charizard to finish off his Venusaur. So basically evenly matched, although he does have switch priority at this point. He does bring in Sableye, so I'm definitely glad to see that. So at least he doesn't have it against my Defense Deoxys. I do fire off Dragon Claw, hoping to catch his final shield, as we do. So he's going to go ahead and get off Foul Play. I decide to block this because I want to be able to knock out that Sableye, so it can't beat my Deoxys in the back, so I had to get rid of that Sableye. That's why I used the shield, and we are able to get to a Blast Burn, which will knock him out, so that's good for us. And then his final Pokemon will be that Muck. I decided not to allow him to charge up a lot of energy. Now, I wasn't sure if this was Dark Pulse or not. It happens to be Dark Pulse, but I knew we could take it, and we fire off Psycho Boost, which I believe knocks out that Muck. Actually, no, it doesn't knock it out, but it comes close, and he's actually able to knock our Deoxys out with this move, which I believe is Thunder Punch. Yes, it is, but that's okay because we bring in Charizard to finish him off. Very close game, though. Very good game. But yeah, really liking Lucario. I'm trying to feel out what Pokemon I want to use on my finalized team. Yeah, really liking Lucario so far, so we are leading with it again. He does lead with Sableye, so not really a great matchup for us, but because our attack is so high, it's still doing a good amount of damage to that Sableye. We get off the power-up punch just to try and raise my attack power, as it does happen. So, excuse me, so he does get off his Foul Play, and that is not going to do anything because we shield that. And I'm going to go ahead and get off another power-up punch, which I'm hoping does knock out his Sableye, but he goes ahead and shields that, so I'm okay with that as well. Then he gets off his charge move against us. I'm going to go ahead and block that because I knew I could feint his Sableye. God, excuse me, guys, I'm sorry. And so we do go ahead and feint that Sableye, and we do have a power-up punch ready to go. So I fire off that power-up punch just to do as much damage as possible, and he actually shields that. I wasn't expecting the shield, but he does decide to go ahead and shield that. And I'm going to definitely bring in my Deoxys because I cannot bring in Whiscash at all. And we get to the Psycho Boost. So I knew this Psycho Boost would definitely do a lot of damage to him, so didn't knock it out, but it still did a lot. Now he decides to go for Sludge Bomb here. I feel like Frenzy Plant is the better play because it takes less energy, plus it's there, plus it's a powerful move. I would have done more, I believe, but anyway, I click on the Thunderbolt. Psycho Boost would have been the better play because it's the same stat, you know, it's the same type bonus, you know, but I just saw water type, so I immediately clicked on Thunderbolt. But either way, it doesn't matter because we do go ahead and win this one because we're able to fire off a Mud Bomb. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit sick, guys, so please excuse me. Anyway, we do go ahead and beat and win that game. So I do go ahead and, yeah, as I said, win it. So those are all the battles. So we're going to jump into this little image, and it's showing us that we're going to have 10 monthly cups on the Surf Arena, as well as 200 plus regional invitationals. So you guys know that we will be aiming for the regional invite. We got the regional invite, didn't win regionals obviously last time, but we're going to definitely go for it this time. Maybe we could win. Then we're going to have 3 continental championships, which is what we had last time, which is really cool. But then whoever the 3 winners of those come back to fight for the title of the world champion. So who will become the world champion? We're going to aim for it. It's going to be a difficult road, but it's going to be exciting, and I can't wait. Let me know what you're most excited for. I can't wait for the October Cup to be revealed and start making videos of that. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. I will see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.